Thank you. I'll find you a wife.
My hometown, the cursed land. Part 5, the mysterious Eerie Beggar woman. Have you ever done a good deed for a stranger, only to have them follow you in an unwanted way for the rest of your life? That's what happened to my grandfather. My grandfather was born and raised in Bắc Biên, a quiet riverside village on the banks of the Red River, just north of Hanoi. He came from a poor farming family. Like most village boys, he didn't go to school much and spent his youth tending rice fields and working the land. He was kind, quiet, not cold, just distant. His only passion was the river. Every single day, rain or shine, in summer or winter, he would wade out to the mid-river sandbars. Nobody knew what he did out there. They only knew he was a strong swimmer who could dive deep and swim far. But sometimes he would be gone for hours, and no one could say where he'd been. When he was 13, a strange beggar woman wandered into the village. The locals said she was from the mountains. Some claimed she had committed terrible sins in her hometown. Others whispered she was a witch. Rumor had it she was once thrown into a river as punishment, but by some cruel twist of fate, she didn't die. Instead, she came back half mad and haunted. She drifted from town to town until she ended up in Bắc Biên. She wandered the village aimlessly, lunging toward children and stroking their cheeks while laughing hysterically. People avoided her like the plague, except my grandfather. He was just a child back then, but for some reason, he wasn't afraid of her. He'd quietly offer her food, sometimes a piece of boiled cassava, other times a guava or an ear of corn. His family tried to stop him, but he kept doing it anyway. Back then, the Red River still had 3 sandbars, not 2. The beggar woman made her home in a dense bamboo grove on one of them, just beneath the Long Bien Bridge, far from where anyone dared to go. That year, a massive flood swept through the village. When the waters receded, they found her body wedged inside the bamboo. Her face was ghostly pale, her body bloated, but her mouth was curled into the same smile she always wore while alive. No one wanted to move her, so they buried her right there, beneath the bamboo where she died. Years passed. Then came the Communist Revolution. My grandfather would often walk to the village square at night to hear speeches and announcements. One night he was walking home alone. To get there, he had to pass by that same bamboo grove, the place where the beggar woman had once lived and died. He wasn't scared. As a boy from the river, he'd seen his fair share of drowned corpses. He was used to death, but that night, something was off. As he walked under the trees, moonlight filtered through the leaves, casting ghostly shadows over the path. Suddenly, he heard a soft laugh, faint but chilling. He kept walking. Then came a voice, low, raspy, and distant.
Dee, do you have a piece of cake for me?
He froze. Cold sweat ran down his spine. Then the laughter came again, sharper this time. From within the bamboo, her voice echoed, whispering his name, as if she were standing right beside him. A gust of wind blew through, parting the leaves. And in that exact moment, moonlight fell on a spot just beneath the trees, where her unmarked grave was buried. There he saw a bundle of incense, still burning. He looked up. She was standing on top of the bamboo, staring straight at him. He later said it felt like his heart stopped beating. She grinned at him, and in a voice that seemed to ride the wind, she said,
I'll find you a wife.
Then she vanished. He returned home pale as a sheet, didn't say a word. After that night, he spoke even less, and he started visiting the river sandbar more often. No one knew what he did out there, and no one asked. But what they didn't know was that her promise, I'll find you a wife, was not a blessing. It was a curse. a curse that would haunt my grandparents for years to come. Subscribe to the channel to follow the next part about the mysterious events that happened before and after my grandparents' wedding.